Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to check out the article on ESO-hub.com, everything we know about the ESO Deadlands DLC. I will put the link in the description so you can go check it out. There is lots of quality of life improvements coming. We will check it out in a second. Source, the developers had a live stream basically showcasing all the new stuff. The test server will come this week. And once we have more information, I will obviously do patch notes, review, and give you more details about all the stuff. This is more like overview. Should take us about 10 minutes. Let's see. So there's Deadlands DLC was announced on the 17th of September via an official Twitch stream of Zenimax Online Studios. The update, let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah. The update contains a new zone in Oblivion. This new zone is the deadric domain of Mehrunes Dagon, the Deadlands. This new zone will contain new quests, delves, world bosses, skyshards, and other interesting locations. So pretty much what we always get in Q4, kind of like a new zone. It's gonna be pretty cool because this one will be placed in Oblivion. Gonna be interesting. Next to that, update 32, which will contain ESO Deadlands, basically update 32, will release with a list of quality of life updates that players have been asking for a very long time. Yeah, that's an understatement, but yes. So the Deadlands zone, I don't think there's really much to cover here. They showcased this in the live stream a little bit. You should also find the link to the live stream in the article here, in case you want to watch the whole stream. They often do this, it's called like ESO Live, where they showcase the new content, or they sometimes also do dungeon runs and so on. They usually stream that on the Bethesda, so twitch.tv/Bethesda channel. So the Deadlands will also contain a new form of world boss, the so-called Wandering Executioners. These world bosses do not have a stationary position on the map, but roam the map and thus can sneak up on you. In terms of difficulty, the team has said that they will be more difficult than classic world bosses. Okay, this is actually interesting. So kinda similar to what we know from an Imperial City. In the sewers below there is also roaming bosses. I guess it's gonna be similar to that, but it looks like they will be stronger than classic world bosses, so it's actually gonna be interesting. During the stream, a delve in the lava biome was shown. It was named Brandfire Reformatory. We do not know much about it, and we currently know nothing about the other delves in the zone. Usually there's like 2 delves. The main hub or city in the Deadlands is called Wretched Spire. It isn't a pretty place, but it is a safe haven for those roaming the Deadlands. Daedra, man, mare, and beast live here. It will most likely be the central city where you will have your crafting stations, banks, shops, etc. Okay. So yeah, this will, the Deadlands DLC will pretty much conclude the, that is, the Gates of Oblivion stuff. Then next year we go into a new theme. Item sets. During the stream it was said that there are 3 new mythic items in the Deadlands. They can be acquired via the Antiquity system, which means you will need the Greymore DLC in order to obtain them. We have the DLC section either here, and click on here, or at the top, DLCs and chapters, and it will, like when I click on it, we usually list up all the sets down here once we have more information, so make sure to actually check that out. But I will do reviews on all the new sets anyway, so don't worry too much about it. We currently do not know anything about Overland and crafted sets, but it is safe to assume we will get 3 new Overland sets, 1 heavy, medium, light, and 2 new crafted sets. Yeah, pretty much. Kinda crazy. There must be 400 to 500 sets in the game by now. How far do they want to push it? Item set collection and loot improvement. So this is quality of life stuff. A small but welcome addition is that the item set collection menu will now have a summary page which will show your progress for each zone or section of the map. It works similar to the summary screen in your achievement tab. Okay, that's cool. I'm already pretty happy with the item set collection tab, so whatever. A big new addition is that farming set items will become a lot easier for everyone once update 32 launches. So this is kinda crazy. ESO will introduce a loot system that is no longer RNG. Whenever you kill a boss, the game will have a look at the loot pool for that specific boss and your set collection. If there are items in the boss loot pool that are not in your collection, you're guaranteed to drop an item you have not already collected. This will make farming gear a finite job. You're no longer at the mercy of RNG and will eventually get the item you need. Below are some noteworthy facts listed about this system. So I hope you understood what was said here. Basically, for example, the Medusa fire stuff. If it's the last item you need on the boss's loot table, it will be a guaranteed drop the next time you kill the boss. That is that's like insane. So you can't get gear drops or loot that you already have, basically. So instead of having to run Arc's Corinium like 300 times, you might have to run it maybe 50 times and that's it. Because there is more set pieces. There's like different sets in Arcs. Probably like 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah, something like that. But once you have these all filled, you will get the things you don't have yet. Like the stuff, which usually drops at the end anyway. The weapons are always a pain in the ass to farm. The sources of loot are still the same. Dungeon end bosses will still drop weapons and generic dungeon bosses will still only drop armor. The system works for dungeons, trials, overland zones, arenas, dark anchors, and monster mobs. So, the system only works for boss fights. Base pop trash mobs will still drop gear with simple RNG. Like, I have farmed Arc's Corinium for the Medusa. Let's actually see. Like, the Inferno stuff was the item I needed, but I always got either one-handed sword or the rest of stuff. Probably 20-30 times before I got the Medusa stuff. But this can't happen anymore. Once you actually have a Resto stuff or the one-handed sword, it can't drop anymore on the boss. So it is so much easier to farm stuff. Like, insane how much easier it will be to actually get the gear you want. If you have every item a boss can drop collected, the boss will revert to dropping RNG for you. Okay, that's cool. The Armory. Build, saving, and swapping. So this is the next big quality of life improvement. I have been asking for this for like 2-3 years. They kinda built what I expected. Not 100%, but more or less, because what I wanted, what I originally wanted them to do is that, hey, it is super frustrating swapping activities, swapping the builds. So previously I created 2 separate characters, one for PvE, one for PvP, because it was just annoying to swap morphs, the gear, attributes, champion points, Mundostones. It was just easier to just have 2 separate characters, because it takes like 15 minutes to swap everything. I don't like, it's just annoying. And now the Armory kinda solves this issue. So let's see. The pain of having to manually swap builds on a single character is no more. ESO is introducing the Armory in update 32. The Armory is a free furnishing that you can place in your house. When you interact with this furnishing, you can save your entire build and later load it again. You may save multiple builds here and swap between them quick and easy. Each character will get 2 build slots for free, and an additional 8 can be purchased in the crown store. Unfortunately, build slots are per character and not per account. So pretty much the same system as with the outfit slots. So you get 2 for free, and then you have to purchase the other ones. I'm fine with that, because 2 slots are already better than 0 before. And if you really need more builds, then sure, you can buy more. It might also be that they are maybe in like the daily login rewards and stuff like that. Or when they're on discount, you can buy 1 or 2 additional ones. But I feel like this is fair. Now, like it was mentioned, this is a furnishing, so you have to go to your house, right, to save the build and so on. And you can see here in the image, build 1, build 2. Armor pieces, jewelry, the curse, so vampire, werewolf, and all that stuff. Alongside the armory furnishing, there will also be an armory assistant that you may obtain. We do not know how yet, but we assume it will be via the crown store. It might be via crown store, but I actually think it might be unlocked via the DLC. So kind of like Miri or Bastion, you have to do an introduction quest to get it. Maybe, we will see. Or it will be just like the banker, you have to buy it in the store and that's it. With this assistant, you can swap builds almost anywhere in the game, except PvP areas, wet trials, and wet arenas. Your allies may use this assistant too when they are grouped with you. So, a lot of people were complaining, well, there is no point in the system if you can't use it in trials, arenas, and PvP. This is an endgame player problem. It won't affect 99% of the player base. Most people are already happy if they actually can save their build, because a lot of players that maybe play once a week probably don't even remember what sets they were wearing. So them being able to save the build and maybe choose a second one is already more than enough. Yes, it sucks for endgame people, but on PC you do have add-ons, so you can still like use that if you want. On console you will have to use this system, there's no alternative, but again, I don't really think it's a problem. Only progression groups really swap gear in trials, like it will basically affect 200 people, that's it. So I don't think that's that big of a deal. Of course, people that watch my YouTube channel or other like ESO content creators, more endgame community, and they are more affected by it. But overall, I don't think it's that big of an issue. Armory will be able to let you save the following properties of your character in a build. Gear, so pretty much all the sets here we have in the library. Skills, all the skills, the champion points, quick slotted items, potions, and so on. That is actually pretty cool. Attribute points, your outfit even, and curse, vampire arrow. So yes, this means you can swap between those without having to redo the quest. That is pretty neat. One thing it does not save is your Mundo Stone, so you will still need to swap that manually. Swapping builds at the Armory is free, and it will also not charge you the champion points, skill, attribute, respec cost. Pretty cool. Now, that's the only thing I'm a little bit disappointed with, the Mundo Stone. I do think the main reason why they haven't included this is, well, they want you to buy the stones for your house, right? So you can go to the Armory, swap the stuff, change your Mundo Stone. Kinda sucks, but I also know they want to make money, so I would have probably done the same if I was a developer. Performance improvements. ESO will receive some performance improvements specifically for people running 2000 and 3000 generation RTX graphic cards. From update 32 on ESO, we'll be able to leverage DLSS, deep learning super sampling. This can be a huge performance increase in terms of FPS. How much more FPS do they want to give us? Like now with multi-threading, which was implemented update 31, my FPS increased 2-3x. It's crazy. I have like 180 FPS in trials. I mean, I guess it is nice to have even more, but I rather have them focus on server performance. Anyway, it's probably not the same team, but yeah. Next to that, ESO will also use a brand new NVIDIA technology called DLAA, Deep Learning Anti-Aliasing. This is a new anti-aliasing, I don't know how to pronounce it, technology from NVIDIA that will smooth out rough edges and icky textures for you at almost no performance cost. Okay, cool, sure. Always make the game prettier. Other quality of life improvements. Update 32 will come with some other smaller quality of life improvements. They are listed below. Dark anchors and abyssal gazes will now show on the map whether they are active or inactive. Okay, pretty cool. You can now toggle combat music between always play when in combat, play only in boss fight, and never play combat music. Good. In-game mail delivery is now instant. What? I will believe this when I see it. But if this is true, okay, great job. I hate swapping zones just to get my shitty mail. Now, if this is actually true, that's pretty great. You will no longer have to travel to a different zone in order to receive items you bought from a guild trader. Damn. Okay, cool. All in all, a big list of improvements for the final patch in the Gates of Oblivion storyline. We're definitely looking forward to playing the new DLC, and we will keep you updated. So make sure to go check out eso-hub.com. We have a buttload of information. It always shows you the newest pledges. It also shows you the endeavors, champion points, new sets. Like, you can pretty much find everything here, and we keep adding new stuff as well. Also, if you want, you can join our Discord server. The link should be in the description as well. You don't really need to post anything here, but if you want to stay up to date with news from ESO or Xbox, or you want to know when I stream to ask questions, it's all here. We also do have a Discord bot, which is now present on 21k servers. The Dwemer Automaton. I would highly recommend using this one. You can do so many comments with it, very helpful. I do have Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, my YouTube channel here. Don't forget to subscribe. My Twitch channel where I usually live stream. And of course, alcasthq.com where all the endgame builds are. All links in the description. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. Cheers.